Good evening, YouTube. X-File 2708 back again with another, albeit longer overdue, 5-minute movie review. So it's been a while since I've done one of these. I think with a lot of people, they find on their YouTube channels the movie specific reviews don't always get as many views as the pickups videos and all that sort of thing, but it's a series that I had started a few months ago. There are several in the playlist, and I watched a film last night, first one of my Pete Walker collection, that I've watched of his, and thought, let's do a 5-minute movie review. So I am going to try and keep the movie reviews to things that are a little bit more obscure or stuff that's only just come out. I don't see the point in doing movie reviews for the original Nightmare on Elm Street and Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the like. So everybody's watched those. But yeah, Pete Walker collection, guys. This was the collection there, so 5 movies. So I watched the first one last night, which was The Comeback from 1978 it was, starring, let's have a look, Jack Jones as Nick Cooper, the lovely Pamela Stevenson, who those of you may well recall was Billy Connolly's wife, David Doyle as his transvestite manager. Very odd, but I'm kind of learning that Pete Walker was quite an obscure director, and then it also stars Bill Owen, which it was one of those I saw his character as I was watching the film last night, and I was thinking, I recognise that face. And yeah, Bill Owen, who I've only ever seen as Compo in Last of the Summer Wine. So I'm showing my age on that one for sure. But yeah, he plays a really good part. So this one, guys, runs 1 hour 40 minutes. It's a British horror film, horror thriller. Oddly, there's not lots of blood and gore. From reading what other people have said, this is probably one of his lighter movies, if you like, for gore. But the opening sequence, I will say, was pretty graphic, and it was one of those. It happened in the first 5-10 minutes of the movie, and I was like, wow, I'm really going to enjoy this. But then it petered off into the story development, the character build up, and I still really enjoyed it. So it was very much it was a British version of an Italian giallo film, if that makes any sense whatsoever. For those of you that have seen Pete Walker, you probably understand exactly what that's like. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So like I say, my first foray, if you like, into Pete Walker. Let's have a think. Jack Jones, that played Nick Cooper, the musician. In fact, hang on, I'm 4 minutes in and I've not actually given you the synopsis. I've got it here, and I've been telling you all about the characters. You can tell I'm well out of practice with these. So, very quick synopsis, guys. A singer holes up at a sinister estate to write new songs for his act. The ghost of his murdered wife begins to haunt him. Then the person who actually killed her shows up at the mansion. Like I say, this was one of those that, if you're into your Italian giallo films, it was very much a British version of one of those. So that there was a couple of scenes where it was pretty graphic, pretty brutal. And then the rest of it was all of the character development, building up the tension, lots of creepy moments. And it chopped and changed throughout. I mean, it might be one of those I must have or could have just been being, thick as whatever, and I didn't suss out who the killer was. It was one of those that, as the movie progressed, I was thinking, oh, it's that guy there that's the killer. And then it progressed a bit more, and I was thinking, oh, it's got to be that woman who's the killer. And probably throughout the movie, I think I chopped and changed my mind maybe 5 times, something like that. But two of the characters in there, 2 of the elderly characters, who are the people that that own the mansion that Jack Jones stops in. They were really creepy characters. I can't remember the woman's name that actually plays the part in that one. It might have been... No, it's not her. I can't remember it. It might have been Sheila Keith. I've got my iPad here with the character and the actors on. I think it was Sheila Keith. She plays the character Mrs. B, and then Bill Owen Compo from Last of the Summer Wine plays Mr. B. And they're all kinds of weird and creepy. And David Doyle, who plays Webster Jones, is the guy's manager, transvestite manager as well, which was all kinds of weird. But overall, for a very first introduction to Pete Walker, I was really impressed. I gave it a Letterboxd rating of 4 out of 5. And I'm now going to be deep diving into as much of Pete Walker's stuff as I can. Like I say, it's a really nice mix between Italian giallo, but obviously with British actors, and they're all recorded in the UK as well. So your scenery that's around and your cars and the actors, they're all British. So it kind of gives you that Hammer vibe to it as well, but just a little bit more creepy and a little bit more graphic at times as well. So if you haven't seen it, guys, like I say, it's The Comeback from 1978. Runs 1 hour 40 minutes. Track it down. I got it on this Pete Walker collection, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get it on individual releases as well, potentially DVD and Blu-ray release. But yeah, from me, thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait to watch another one out of that collection, probably later on this evening. So if you haven't checked it out, guys, thoroughly recommend it. So there we go, 8 minutes ish for a 5-minute review. That's not too bad for me. So you can't give me too much stick for a 10-15 minute review. Anyway, guys, that's enough waffle from me for today. So as always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And if you have seen this particular movie, or if you're a fan of Pete Walker's stuff, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Pete Walker as a director and any of the other films that you've seen of his. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll probably be back tomorrow with another video. I've got a tag response to do tomorrow for my good friend Sammy G, so watch this space. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.